All right, I think we're back. These network issues are brought to you by Cox Cable. Nothing works properly. Thank you. Heard the Moogle. All right. Observatorium. I don't even know where the crap the observatorium is. You know what? I know where to find that. It's in Corythius. Oh. Oh, that's nice. It's always nice whenever the trading area works out in your favor. Now that I don't have to spend it anymore, I can actually start saving again. Yay! Good stuff. Yeah, my cash flow worked out wonderfully. Since I had someone gift me money to fast travel. It's been awesome. Alice would have you speak with a troubled person. Ah, well, if it isn't Pieter, just the adventurer I was hoping to see. Do you know of the blacksmith Igolof? He's quite an accomplished craftsman. In fact, anyone who's had dealings with the Rowena is sure to have come across his creations. It's always been a pleasure to have him as a regular here at the Seventh Heaven, but he's been quite irritable of late and practically drowning in his cups besides. I fear his recent work, or perhaps lack thereof, may have something to do with it. This may seem like a trifling matter to someone as traveled as yourself, but it would mean so much to me if you would speak with him. I can think of no one better to offer him a word or three of encouragement. Alright, Getting Star, what's up? I need to hit level 50. I believe I am close to level 50. With bot. Yep, level 49. That's as close to level 50 as you can get without actually being there. Alright. Yellow crafter scripts or yellow gatherer scripts would be happy to white crafter scripts or white gatherer scripts exchange. You don't have any yellow crafter scripts. You don't need yellow gatherer scripts either. Forgive me, sir, but the House of Splendor does not accept unsolicited submissions. Pray speak with Doria if you would like to become one of our suppliers. Whenever exotic wares for sale, but procuring such goods has become more difficult than I imagined. Return later, perhaps I will figure this conundrum out. Alright, let's check the summoning bell while I'm here. I have returned, sir. Got a wee bit to go. Nothing special. This one completes tomorrow. And sell 3 more things. go. What else? I'll resume. I'll resume that action.
I trust this will be worth my while.
All right. Take that from the trainer. Next time I'll have a more meaningful task for me. Yeah, actually, sorry. I meant to put you on a venture. I will perform your menial task. Next time have something better for me, please. Alright. I should have given him mirror apple seeds. That's fine, though. Buy my crap. All right, nearly 400,000. Very good. All right. Somebody up here to talk to. Maybe inside? He is inside. Can you say I'm thinking, lad? Off with you. Ada sent you, did she? And I suppose she just happened to mention contract with Rowena, eh? I thought she'd be satisfied with me vintage gear. There was a time I practically flew off the shelves, bringing in venturers with tombstones and tombstones by the bucket, but now, you damn divas are a fickle lot. And apparently none of you'll be caught dead in me stuff no more. Well, now I've got Rowena jumping down my throat, clamouring for something new, something that realm would never have foreseen. The woman expects too bloody much, I tell you. But if you don't fill me contract, then she'll have thugs fitting me feet for lead boots. And only if I pissed out bright ideas each day like I did me ale. Well, you housebirds, I knew you from somewhere. You're one of them venturers who started the bloody relic armor movement way back in the day, ain't you? And I live and breathe. Tried as I might, and holy else did I try, I ain't quite able to recreate them masterworks. There's something about them, a certain quality even a great Ingolf wasn't going to match. I suppose one never truly can rival the classics, eh? And Alice, you sly shrew, that's why she sent you to me. You wanted him to remind me of the old days when armor craft was about the armor and not else. Oh, somewhere along the way I reckon I got caught up in the hurly-burly and lost my way. You know, I reckon it's high time I got back to the basics. Focus more on who'll be wearing my gear than the pretty tale of that muscut selling me parts. Might be then I can come up with a summit what'll satisfy old Rowena. Cheers, lad. Just kind of you to stop by. And while you're here, what if I fix you an old stellar relic here? My assistant Kakalan here augment each and every piece. Of course, that's assuming you can bring me the proper parts. I ain't running a charity. Don't go forgetting your gear, neither. You can now trade with Kakalan. After obtaining the appropriate augmentation item, you can exchange it along with artifact armor for augmented artifact armor, which, unlike regular relic armor, can be dyed any color of your choice. Not running a charity? What is this? Some kind of business? The augmentation item required will vary depending on the artifact armor you wish to exchange. It's mean, I know! Totally unacceptable. Vintage equipment's fallen out of favor late. I was still dealing with it at Rowena's behest. Now spoke items, she won't have valuable shelf space at taking up wares that don't sell, you see. What's it got against charities? I don't even know, bro. If Algoth is welcome here, how might I help you? I have no idea what I'm doing. More than welcome here. Ah, White Mage. Haha! Augmented healer. Cool what? I just need to pick up some augmentation, and I can improve my gear. I got it. I say just bypass it. I mean, I can understand why. Have any silver chocobo feathers? Not that I know of. They would be here if I had them. I don't see any. I don't have any. No, I don't have any chocobo feathers. Of any type. There we go. All right. Oh, observatoriums of the Corythus Central Highlands, I guess. This way. I love how the game just assumes I know where everything is. I do have a map I can always check. See how I got him? I beat the White Mage main mission. Oh, you see how you get them? The feathers. Is this something I haven't gotten to yet? Because I'm still beating the main mission. A lot of times I run across stuff. Feathers. Purchasing a paid subscription after accepting a recruit a friend invite is the big one. Gotcha. Nah, I'm cool, bro. Ah, Pieter, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To whom, to what, do I owe the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of Ishtola? But of course. Lord Drollamon confided in me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry. What interest have you in all in the Imperials? Yeah, for Gear, I'd recommend continuing to go until you can start earning a new currency. Gotcha. They hold several of our number, who we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. Well, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Hyrian woman, an Elzen man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. Oh, it's them. It has to be. Minfilia, Morgana, Palapamo, Tataru. Yeah, that scant morsel is of any use to you. You may be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Corythius not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogedian and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft.
What did you say?
A Rogedian and a Lalafel, Master Goromont. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners.
Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Pieter, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they've captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take it the latter.
Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. They are likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you'd best act now. Yes. As has been suggested, the Garleans took your fellow Scions prisoners in hopes of understanding the Echo. It seems reasonable to assume that they will not be excluded until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it.
No. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this.
Quest complete. Another cutscene. Well, we're coming fast and furious now. It's Icon. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we shall have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Grayton, you depart for Castrum Alcidans at midnight. You will command the western front of Ilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not.
My lord, this is your will. I'll carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my imprudence, but is it proper to give command of half of the forces to a...
I have given you nothing, Perfectus. You've earned it. That will be all. Dismissed.
Yes, my lord.
My quarters. 1 hour. This is helmets. horns have earrings. Lord Portland would like to aid in your search for Biggs and Wedge. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Galilean activity along Albathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Istola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Demel's Dakor. I'm using the wrong voice. Situated to the rest. Our men stationed at the entrance, a knight named Berflicht, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. I'm deliberately not giving the Empire British accents because that's so tried and worn out. I've got a behemoth now. It's just totally overdone at this point, and so it's like, all right, we're going to give the Americans an American accent to the Empire as much as possible. Let's see. What do you look like? There we go. You stand before Desmond Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. There's a letter of introduction. A letter from Lord Portelaine. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel was scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captains are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Arum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Paramons. He should be able to assist you. Thank you for leaving me alone, my puppy. I was not trying to... Arum Vale, we're going to do this one, huh? Imperial airship? Aye, I saw it approach and land with mine own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again. But not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Oh no? Sir Paramount wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives. They were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Galileans, who were deployed, formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post, to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one's large, one small. If you search the area, mayhap you'll be able to follow the prints to their owners.
I found the footprints.
We're just going to go to these footprints and just wait. So one thing I despise. Go to Usun and Mirbar. Yep, sure do. One thing I dislike about MMORPGs that has pushed me away from them often is the fact that they have so little respect for player time. This game has done very well on that account. this particular mission where it's like, go sit at the footprints for 15 seconds is one of those that it kind of feels like an MMORPG mission. And then click on this and wait 15 seconds, and then wait on this for 15 seconds. This is the exact kind of thing that turns me off of MMORPGs. I hope we're almost done. Okay. Search under the bridge. Hey, Wedge. Ugh, so cold. I want to go home. Hello. Why, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. I'm all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Peter. It's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves, and I was all hell-bent on invading them. I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. I'm here to rescue you. Biggs? Oh, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Ja? It's me, Sid. Have you had any success?
Well, I found one of them.
Tracked down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs?
I have no idea what Biggs is.
Let me see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gave Wedge, he always took care of him. I scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. In any case, we know for a fact that the Biggs, headed west. With both Ida and Istola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be a Nishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare, I hope. Was it Master Garond you spoke with?
No.
After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Peter. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. I almost said chef. That would have been awkward.
I'm quite familiar with this place. I stopped a man from murdering people there. They know me.
Yeah, male Wallafels have the Zap Brannigan voice. Because a deep, brash voice is funny on a little bitty thing. It's the brashest voice I've got. Thank you. A bell. Hello. Nice. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, this little man. I assume your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. All right. Same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can.
It's okay. I have cure. Right, Wedge, what do you have for me?
Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion. I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Garleans at his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Peter, But do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. A Rogadan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think for a moment. I will not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems to be a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by.
Well, I shall go take a look.
Great. I love having Mount Roulette, where occasionally I will summon a behemoth and occasionally I will summon a unicorn. I mean, obviously there's also the chocobo in there, but that's a really funny random possibility. It's quite the range. Was that you? If so, thank you. The exterminator. That's somebody just hanging around, wiping these things out when people come by. That's freaking amazing.
Let's just say I hope he was not there.
Peter, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where, within this vast sea of snow and ice, could he be? Wedge is determined to find Biggs. We can't give up hope, Peter. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who'll listen. And hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment.
I am trying to go as fast as I can. Ignace, can you help me?
Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found anywhere here in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made his way for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Daffodin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantees that your search will bear fruit, it's surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble.
You say it's dangerously tall. Oh. Yes, it does seem quite dangerously tall. I should go the short route. Do not mind me, I'm merely traveling by beginner. It is a normal thing to do.
Notorious Biggs. I have out of that dungeon. All right, very good. Orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come out and find out, Tinhead?
Ah, Pieter. It is well you are here. The situation is grave.
Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. We will perish if we delay.
With me?
He's not alone. Kill them all. Every round, reinforcements are coming. Oh, the more the merrier. Time to walk the next one.
Ida, less promoting and more pummeling, if you do please.
Vanguards, destroy them all.
Keep it, stay close to Biggs.
We've been here speaking Biggs. How many of them are there? More we can do for merriment next time.
Duty complete.
My thanks. Another moment, and I would have...
Oh, it's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. I know a place over there. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste.
Oh, Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Got an hour to beat the main quest. I don't know that it's going to happen. I may have to go to work in the morning tomorrow and come back and try to finish the main quest tomorrow in the afternoon. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not able to do it then. Sorry. I cannot thank you enough, Peter. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. I don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes. I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe a lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Peter. I'm losing count of how many times I owe you. Ah! Oh no. Biggs, Wedge. God, it's good to see the two of you again. Gee, it's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Amblethon told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. Oh, it must have been awful. The one thing I don't understand, though, how did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not amiss at the horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by a potent teleportation magic of the kind used by the Assyrians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrom's Sentry. Upon entry, we were marched off into the right main complex, and Biggs and I were thrown into the detachment cell together, while Minifidi and the others were taken elsewhere. This was the last time we heard from them. Castrom's Sentry. No. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, and was probably moons, but maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there again, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. And the rest, as they say, is history. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. And that would have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful at a tight spot, my friend. I guess so. Peter, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. And Philly and the others still want for rescue. All right, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! Quest complete. Hi, Kitty. Yes, I wub. Yes. Sid wants to prepare a strategy to rescue Minfili and the other Scions. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I feel it's safe to say that they are being held at Castrum Sentry. So, let us convene at Revenant Toll in Mordana. 'Tis a good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Is there a person upstairs I need to talk to? Ugh. Really? You're gonna make me do this? Oh, come on. In times of simmering hostility, Sir Callian would undoubtedly appreciate the aid of an unsuspecting adventurer. I say, are you the... Forgive me, I'm Callian, a battleman of the House Hellernut. Are you not the adventurer who's proved our liege lord's innocence? It is you. You are forged of metal true, sir, and I rejoice to meet you. For there is a delicate mission that only a man most steadfast may be trusted with. From high upon Monument Tower, we kept watch over the doings of the Garlean outpost. They have been far too active for our heart's ease lately, and we must discourage those forays without resorting to outright hostility. Make a round of 3 hot spots and look for any trace of the Garleans. Sir Paramount awaits at the Arum Vale for your report. The speed of the Fury to you, and her wrath as well. Actually shorter to just go up and over the edge.
Found an Imperial short sword.
Nearby, the smell of engine oil. Found some sensitive evidence. Alright, what does Holy do? Unaspect the damage to the potency of 140 to all nearby enemies, and also add stun. Lay in my command. You ask if I'm a soldier of Garleman. Well, the savage land is outside the fold of the Empire. It would be strange indeed to see our good lay in here. You know what, mud puppy? But I do doubt. Why would a soldier of Garlean venture into enemy territory? A territory foolish as it is barbaric, for none can resist our... What I mean to say is the mighty guard... Damn it, retreat! Retreat! Magic device, eh? Stranger nearby. On their way bearing gifts? Oh, thank you. Totally not necessary, but appreciated. Give me something to do. Keeps me off the streets. We do want to keep you off the streets. And thankfully, it's not making me go all the way back up to the top of that tower to turn this mission in. Oh, that would have been so obnoxious. Here you go, Pyramons. What? All three? You found Ghanaians at all three locations. We spied them slipping over the border from Moldana to survey something, but these forays must be more frequent than we thought. We must increase patrols in the area. I bid you, beware, adventurer. If your footloose ways lead you to Moldana, return safely, and be our eyes in the wilderness again. So here we are at level 52. I tried switching to other jobs. The land of more donuts. Very nice. I like it. More donut. This just makes you easy to find. Hey. Well met, friend. Sorry. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? I have a mission from God. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive and kissed from Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The Stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. Oh, as the Garleans are alerted to our coming, we simply cannot know what they will do to Minophilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, has to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? I have a mind to walk through the front door. Oh, the front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. Nothing could go wrong here. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a set of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they wouldn't even suspect that we savage Orzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. This is the worst idea ever. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with the Gallimond. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I have no doubt he'd want to be of aid. Ida and I shall go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Pieter. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there any times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Estola. You're beginning to remind me of Pantalo. All right. What gifts do you bestow? What would you like in exchange? I mean, I'll complete this trade, but what would you like from me? Anything? One gil. You have got it. You've got yourself a deal. Can we? There we go. What is all of this stuff? Oh dear. Holy hat of healing, holy shirt of healing, holy gloves of healing, holy rainbow sword. Dang. Holy crap. Thank you very much. This is good crap. I didn't see them. No, there we go. There we are. I was trying to give one gil and it was like, what? What earrings are these? The Mithrite ear blades of healing. Nice. Ah, this is cool stuff. Thank you so much. Okay. I was trying. You know what? Fine. No, we're not poking. We're bowing. There we go. Okay. Alright, where am I going from here? Speak with Gaomon. Looking for Gaomon out of you. Well, you found him, whoever you are. Hey, you're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry, and you need my help. Something tells me you're going to get along just fine. Gaomon would like to aid in your mission to rescue the captured scions. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry you want to rescue. That Sapham knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back to the Horsens. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the mobiles. Navigate your way to the southwest corner. You'll come to some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask how I know. But one of them leads back up to the command tower, and if you listen closely, you might be eavesdropping on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going. Godspeed. Oh man, this is quite a quite a foppish outfit. Definitely better than what I had before. Ready for a ball. That's as good as you can get right now, unless you're talking materia. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Excellent. I appreciate it. Just ignore the mole balls. They're trying to convince me it's mole ball time. It definitely is not. Landing buzzing fills your ears. Getcha goes. Continue eavesdropping at the drainage pipe. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Ellison get on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only just about gibberish. I do wonder why the tribunal's so obsessed with this Minfilia woman. They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the tribunals yourself? As well might try to tumble her. I left my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best get back to our stands. Footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Up on the beast we go. So it's either this or the Magitech, and I figured Pieter is very much at one with nature, so he'd be much more likely to ride a behemoth, given choice. That's why you don't mess with someone at one with nature. I might just ride a behemoth at you. I've started getting some beast tribe missions too, so I look forward to being able to get some summons from them as well, or not summons, rides from them as well. Mounts, that's the word I was looking for, mounts. Got something else I just thought of that you need if you decide to run a relic weapon quest line. Okay. Let me talk to this person, and then we can talk about those possibilities. Let's talk to Alafal. Afanov. It's good to see you again, Pieter. I said, it's good to see you again. Nope, that's the wrong voice. Here we go. It's good to see you again, Pieter. I'm given to understand you've conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray, have the details from him. All right, let's. What else were you desiring to give? Corel Betna. What is that? Going to be worse than what you have, but just put it in your retainer. All right, gotcha. I'll put it in the Juggalo saddle bag. The Madman's Whispering Rod, was that it specifically? That also works. That way I'll always have access to that. What am I doing? I'm talking to Sid, that's all I'm doing.
Good work, Peter. As often as I've already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist is unchanged.
Nice. Let's see. XIV.
We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Calamon is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic tech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance. With some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Pieter. Let us keep them waiting any longer than necessary. Or let us not.
Light and Lucina. I forget who Light and Lucina is. Okay. Anyway. Sid requires your assistance for his rescue preparation.
While Calamon goes about devising his plan, we'll need to do some preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that we're short, or that they are short in armor. To prevent this from happening, we're going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is likely to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Put simply, voices are born through etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go out there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few.
That person is going absolutely bonkers. A little annoying. Alright. Glaumont wants to practice the part of an Imperial trooper. Okay, clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan is to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds. But a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learned it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Let's get our readings here. A plasmoid. Very nice. Another prime location over here. Catch our readings. Another prime location here. The prime location here. Here, burst into sparks. Way to go, Chocobeat. Let me actually check on my companion here. Fate complete. Yay! Had nothing to do with it. Good job, right? Ah, here's our other prime location. The electromagnetic reader at prime locations. All right. I'm gonna watch this salute before I head back. This gear is very nice. Thank you very much. Just loaded into a trial. All right. Have fun. Sale has been sold. I help this person with it. Just for fun. Nothing to report, sir. We received an anonymous warning about insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. So. Time to head back. Doc said. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. There you go. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Peter. Alright. Let's talk here. Galmo. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. Just take your word for it. You've learned the remote Imperial salute. Well. Sark Malak wishes to help you acquire the disguises you need for your rescue mission. You're called Piet... No. Is this a girl Lalafell? This looks like a girl Lalafell. Now we're going to pretend it's a girl Lalafell. You're called Peter Krolins, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Gilmont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Erzo both, I would offer you my assistance. The son of Erzo, it's a guy. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort with whom you can entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here in about 8 minutes. I'm not going to be able to finish today, which is concerning. The question is, what do I want to do? Hey, the dodo egg sold. So I think tomorrow morning I'm going to go to work, get what I can done, and then come back and play in the afternoon, and then I play on Sundays after that because I will be at work from there forward. Oh goodness. Cloaked hooded figure. It looks very mysterious. I love my DPS Chocobo. All right, we have our helms. We appear to have a friend. Friends are always welcome. The community of Final Fantasy XIV is, as always, pretty great. Freedom! Was it a good raid? You have fun? Got smacked around a lot. Yeah, that happens. What's up, Sark Monarch? Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Before I did queue as tank, so what else should I expect? I mean, that is kind of the point of the tank. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Ow. Okay, stop. Ooh, hey. Tank life. Damaged, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eaglef at the Diamond Forge of Rowena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been reassured that he's expecting you. Worry not, we've already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of our mission. Oh man, come on. There we go. Hoping to get one of the 2 level 90 dungeons that I do like, and not one of the 2 that I don't like. Yeah, I hate it whenever it's like, I want one of the good ones. Ah, so you're the adventurer Sark Malek sent, did you? I've been waiting for you. Let's see what you got for me. Some easy stuff. Yes, I reckon I can hammer these back to shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malek a favor or 2. Took good care of old Iglof back in the days before I fell in old Rowena, I did. Oh, he did anyway. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt like adventurous life was calling to him. But here I go blabbering on about, and there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a bit, or 2, a moment, or 2, and great Ingolf will have your gear looking good as new. There's no rush. It's only like people dying and whatever. And here we have it. Wouldn't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, it's not your priority anyway. Do send Sark Malek my regards, will you? Yes, we are going to do this very nice stealthily lake. And as always, how do I even leave? Alright, here we go. Like, I'm trying to get out of here, really I am. Wrong guy. You. Sark Monarch. Have you the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Egnloth never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form a greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlean nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one small fell stroke. With that, my part of your mission is done. I am glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Let's get Glomut, and then I think this is going to be it for today. Glomut has finally devised a plan to appropriate a suit of magic tech armor. Good work getting those Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. Took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes, random deployments. Hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents have designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth, now come to think of it. Any road. We should start seeing some more patrols than we did up till now. What you need to do is approach one of those patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to an enemy presence. Having done all that, you may want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like if not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Filched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry appears, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along. Oh, and don't forget to salute. All right. All right, so what I need to do at this point is I need to save. And again, I'll be working in the morning, but I'm going to try to be back here this tomorrow afternoon. And that, as I say, is that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and all of that. I should be back here tomorrow afternoon, probably at noon Central time. I don't know what time period you're at, but yeah, that's when I expect to be back. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll finish the game at that point. And if not, yeah, I'll be playing much less after that because work starts in earnest on Thursday. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great one.